Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Heat Ray Vision podcast. And I got myself Hector, also known as CN6. And with me, I got Jazzy.
What's up?
And Hav.
Yo.
And tonight, we're going to be reviewing Silent Night.
Dude, I thought it was A Silent Night.
I thought so, too.
It's just
Silent
Night.
Night.
Silent
I
Night,
fucked
yep.
that up.
Yeah, I thought it was A Silent Night by John Woo. But before we get into it, guys, I'd like to remind you guys that you guys can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, Google, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Make sure you follow our socials at Heat Ray Vision Podcast or go to heatrayvisionpodcast.com. You're going to see all of our links through there. Make sure you follow our second YouTube channel called Heat Ray Vision Clips. That's where we'll upload all of our clips, or if you don't have enough time to listen to the whole podcast, we'll post all the highlights through there. Make sure you follow our main page called Heat Ray Vision to stay up to date with any geek news in films, TV, and video games. The socials are at Heat Ray Vision, or go to heatrayvision.com to find all of our socials. All the links will be down in the description. But yeah, with that being said, man, I was about to say it again, A Silent Night. Silent Night by John Woo, man. Oh, man. This movie was definitely not what I expected, man. Definitely not what I expected. It's I guess we could talk about like our first initial thoughts on the trailer and then our expectations and stuff. Mario, do you want to go first?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So basically, for
Silent Night.
this movie, when I first saw the trailer, how I ended up feeling, how I ended up leaving the movie theater is how
No way.
I thought
Really?
I would feel when I saw the
Come
trailer.
on, are you saying-
and
Wait. What did he say? What did he say? Say that again?
I said how I ended up leaving the movie theater is exactly how I thought I would leave it when we saw the trailer.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was like,
I gotta say, I'm the same way.
for real.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy because Javi told us how he feels about this movie.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, I know.
No, but that's kind of interesting because I guess maybe I'm sorry. Before I go on my shit.
No, I was just gonna say basically that this trailer, I thought it was gonna be another movie that is just using the holidays as an excuse to release in December and to get more people in seats. You know,
Yeah.
the actor, I am familiar with him. I believe he's in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, he's Rick Flag.
I was about to say, but I saw him before that in a show on Netflix called Altered Carbon, which is a pretty good show. I recommend it. It's first season only, but I like the actor.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like my only interest in the fucking movie. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everything else, I'm just
It's
like
the only thing
dude.
this movie has.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you because he did some good things in this movie.
And I guess another person that I don't know if we should mention that you brought it up. I didn't know. I was like, oh.
You didn't know who that was? You didn't recognize him?
No, bro.
Because
I'm
he's
not-
in the trailer.
Oh, he's in the trailer? Okay, we can talk about it
course.
then.
Yeah.
Who?
Kid Cudi.
Oh, is he's a detective?
That's the
That guy,
detective
I didn't know. I don't know who
way.
that
That's
was,
Kid
bro.
Cudi, bro.
No
Day and
way.
night.
Yeah, I know the song.
I know that,
That's-
but I don't know who the fucking guy was.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's Kid
god,
Cudi,
that's
bro.
crazy. What the fuck?
I'm on the pursuit of happiness.
Dude,
That
yeah.
motherfucker.
This just makes this movie even more badass.
What?
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Movie of the year.
But anyways,
Hell no.
yeah.
But no, man. Yeah, this movie is. I can't wait to get into spoilers, man, because I really want to talk about it.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
for sure.
well,
this.
But what about you, Hav?
For me, bro, I'm the same way as Mario. When I saw the trailer, I kind of had a feeling. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be like an action movie. Especially because the trailer definitely hyped it up. You know how it was doing like that shit where like it puts quotes from like people who have reviewed the movie.
Oh, yeah,
It's like
right.
movie of the year, best action, the master is back. Referencing to John Woo, which is the director. Actually, I was just on my phone.
Yeah, he's the dude.
And I pulled up
Face
his-
Off, right? That shit that you showed us.
Yeah,
before,
so
huh?
I pulled up a list of the movies that he's made. He's made a fuck ton of movies, bro. I'm not gonna lie,
Damn.
but a lot of them are movies that he made from because he is from China. So a lot of these movies are like movies that were made in China that we've never heard of. But he has made a few American movies. His first one, I believe, if I'm not getting it wrong, is called Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow.
Is a movie that came out in 1996. It starred John Travolta and Christian Slater. And it was a action movie that came out in 96. Then he came out with the movie Face Off with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage, which came out
Yeah.
a year after. No, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Face Off 1997, John Travolta, Nicolas Cage. Sorry, I skipped one. Hard Target. That one came out in 1993, and this one starred Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
and from what I've heard, Face Off's the only one that I saw, but I haven't seen Broken Arrow, Hard Target. But those three movies have gotten all like positive reviews. Like I've heard those movies are fire.
There's another movie.
He did Mission Impossible 2,
Oh wow.
the second one. And then other than that,
There's another movie that was, I think, had positive reviews.
that came out here though.
That he did. Fuck, I'm trying to remember.
Wind Talkers. He made a movie called
Hard Boiled.
That one too.
Yeah, Hard Boiled.
So Wind Talkers came out in 2002, starred Nicolas Cage, and Hard Boiled came out in 1992.
Yeah.
And that one came out in Hong Kong.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that movie came out then. I was just trying to list the ones that came out here because
North
I think people will be more familiar with it. But yeah, man. So this motherfucker has had a long filmography. He's made a bunch of fucking movies. They're all mostly from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
He's only made a few. So from what I can see, I believe
From the ones that you listed, man, I don't think I've seen any of them. Besides a few clips of you showed me from Face Off.
Yeah. It looks like A Silent Night is like the first American released movie that he's put out since, I want to say, it's looking like Paycheck, a movie that he made that had Ben Affleck and Aaron Eckhart and Uma Thurman. Oh wow, there's a bunch of people in this movie. But anyways, he made this movie back in 2003. Came out Christmas of 2003.
Oh shit.
So this is the first American released film from him since 20 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
That's and no, because I did hear that, like, oh, some of his movies were like really good.
Yeah, it was raw
like,
and shit. Yeah, I've heard.
So I heard that, right? And so when I saw the trailer, like, come on, man, I'm a sucker for like John Wick type.
That's actually why I wanted to watch this movie.
No, yeah, of course.
I think back when we reviewed Across the Spider-Verse, Mario mentioned that he has a niche, which is animated movies. He's like, animated shit is what I fuck with. For me, bro, it's action movies.
Yeah, I fuck with action
You show
movies
me
too.
John Wick, you show me Silent Night, fucking any movie with Jason Statham, like I'm gonna be there because that's my niche. Is action movies.
Yeah. No, yeah, I feel the same way, and so obviously when I heard about him being good and I saw this also be like a John Wick type of style, and we saw Sisu, which I did enjoy and everything, I'm like, you know what, man, hell yeah, okay. So I was expecting it to be pretty good, right? And I'm surprised that I guess it didn't really meet my expectations.
Interesting.
It didn't meet my expectations. I would say like I would just say this is a more poorly executed John Wick type of film, especially if you compare it with Sisu. I feel like too, even though Sisu was like obviously supposed to be way out of the ordinary and like really kind of jarring because of the whole embodiment of the whole Sisu meaning, right? We see some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But with here, it's kind of like we don't see that much crazy shit, right? And I also wouldn't argue that this is an action-packed film.
It's not.
You know what I mean? And that's what I was kind of expecting, that John Wick type of, feel. And even though I realized, okay, this movie's not going to be that way, I still didn't find myself enjoying it as much just because, I guess, in Silent Night, right? Everybody not talking. So, like, nobody talks.
So here's
in the movie.
another. So I'm glad you mentioned that. We should probably talk about that. That should be the first topic. So,
Mm-hmm.
I thought the movie was called Silent Night
Yeah.
because the motherfucker gets shot in his vocal cords and he cannot talk.
Yep.
But no, it's Silent Night because literally nobody talks. You just hear
Mario,
background noise and people on the radio and all that shit. But like, as far as the actors
Like
on screen,
talking?
they don't actually
no,
speak.
bro. So, and with that, for me at least, it made it really difficult for me to actually connect with these people. You know what I mean? And actually kind of care in a sense. I would say in the very beginning, I did feel for I forgot his name, the main guy,
The main character, I don't know his name.
Yeah,
right.
Brian.
Yeah,
Brian,
Brian, right? Because you could tell he's a pretty good actor, and I was able to feel like his emotion stuff. But then it got to the point where I was like, okay, obviously he can't talk, but at least the wife, right? It's like, say something. I want to hear some more. I didn't really care about the wife. I was like, all right, cool. What happened? I guess I don't want to say it's for spoilers, but whatever happened in that situation, I thought it was well deserved. We'll get to that in a bit. But because of that, I just felt kind of bored, and this movie kind of just felt like a drag to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't really action-packed like I expected. Nobody was talking. I was going to say, look up the budget, Mario, because they probably used up the budget for him and the fucking Kid Cudi, bro.
All right, I will.
Because when people talk in movies, you have to, like, give them money and shit. So they say, hey, man, this is our budget, man. Nobody talking. We saving money out here. Nobody talking. You know what I mean?
That's funny as fuck.
But yeah, I guess what did you think about the whole situation, bro? Like not like nobody talking.
Nobody
in this
talking,
bitch,
bro. So to be honest, bro, that it wasn't something that bothered me.
Yeah.
Honestly, I know it's something that bothered you, but for me, not
Yeah.
really. If it really bothered me, bro, it only bothered me when it came to Kid Cudi's character. Because as far as characters that we don't connect to or
that's
don't
true,
care
bro.
about,
Yeah,
I didn't
nobody.
care about his character too much.
For real, bro.
Because he was barely even in the movie. And I actually disagree because I actually did kind of feel for the wife, even though she didn't have any lines.
Yeah.
Just kind of because she's there.
No, I
sharing.
felt for the wife or what she was going through, but I didn't really like care in a sense where like how do I explain it? Like I just didn't care for her character. If
Right.
That makes sense.
But
I
I
felt
think-
bad for her, like, oh dang, like
Right.
he's kinda
But I think this movie
piece of
doesn't
shit.
necessarily want to make you
Yeah.
care for the wife because the main character
Well, no,
is,
of course
is
not.
Brian, is the guy with the without his vocal cords. Like,
Yeah.
so my thing is I kind of see the movie through the perspective of his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, like I kind of as far as like as far as characters not talking, therefore you can't connect to them. For me, really was just with Kid Cudi. Like I didn't really care for his character, and I understand what the movie was trying to do. Where like there was this thing where like him and the guy are working together to go after the gang members. But
Yeah,
I feel
but-
like the movie kind of fumbled the bag with Kid
Yeah,
Cudi by
dude.
not having enough screen time with him, or having enough of him just doing shit in the movie because he kind of sporadically comes in every now and then, and then in the third act, all of a sudden he's a supporting character, and it's like, well, where were you the
That's what I'm
last
saying. We didn't have
hour
any
of the movie?
like enough time with him.
So for that, bro, I could see where you're coming from, but with his character, everyone else I felt like did whatever a good job. The bad guys, the good guys, all that shit. But Kid Cudi, I felt like he whatever. Like I just couldn't connect to his character because he suffered from screen time, just not
Yeah.
enough time in the movie.
Actually, while Marius, like, are you still looking it up, Mario? Or are you good?
What's the budget?
It's not giving me the budget. All it's telling me what it's making right now.
What the fuck?
Ah, shit.
I could probably look it up.
Well, I was gonna say, Hav, you want to give like a quick synopsis of the movie?
Yeah, I got you, bro. Just give me one.
Yeah, because I was gonna say while Mario's looking it up.
What the fuck?
Did you find it?
No. I thought I did, but it's the box office.
Ah,
Yeah.
damn. Is it making good money?
So far,
As
it's
of
at,
right now?
So far, it's at 2 million.
2 million?
2 million.
Oh my god! 2 million.
Hold on.
No, it's a wraps, bro.
No.
It's a wraps, man. It's done. It's definitely done.
Yeah, honestly, I can't find it.
No, they don't want you to know, bro.
That's fact.
They don't want you to know what the budget was.
They don't want
Because
us to
even
know.
the first shot of it was in the trailer, right, where the whole car flips, bro. That CGI
That was the entire
trash.
budget. That was the entire action budget right there.
Like the CGI, but the CGI wasn't even that good.
Yeah, I
bro.
know. You could tell when the car was leaving. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's heavy CGI right there.
No, man, it just that part wasn't good. It looked better in the trailer though.
It did.
Didn't it?
Did it?
I
Or
think
was
it
it just
did.
or was it just so fast that
Yeah, you probably.
you know what I mean?
that's true.
You got to remember, man. Trailers,
Yeah,
man. They've been
that's
knowing
facts,
how
bro.
to fight shit.
Dang, we can't even find the budget, bro. They don't even
No.
want you
They
to
don't want
know.
you to know, girl.
They probably lost a lot of fucking money on
It
this
was a
one,
pack
man.
of bubble gum, bro.
Hell no.
Fuck, bro. Okay, so
as
we gave
fuck.
our thoughts on that. Mario, what did you think about the whole? It's a silent night for everybody. Everybody's a silent night, bro. I know. You know what's crazy, bro? Like, because we see the trailer, he gets shot in the fucking throat.
Yeah.
He can't speak. I guess everybody felt for him or something. They just didn't want to speak either, man. Like,
Honestly,
they all went through the same thing.
what interested me most was the parts where I'm like, all right. Once I figured out that's what they were doing in this movie, I'm just like, okay, but there has to be scenes where like it feels natural for the person who can talk to talk. And for me, it was that when what's it called, when it was the detective or the police officer and
Kid
him
Cudi.
and Kid Cudi, where they're in the final scene. And like they meet up after shit's gone down, and
They don't say a word.
They don't say a word. They just look at each other and just nod. I'm just like, bro, come on, just say something, bro.
I feel like
come on.
I feel like I could see where the vision was going. The
Yeah.
director's vision and wanting to make a movie.
Yeah.
He wanted to make somewhat like a modernized silent film in current day.
Yep.
But not completely silent, because if we remember, silent movies back in the 30s, 40s, whatever
Yeah.
the fuck it was, silent movies was straight up silent. Like
Yeah.
there was no sound whatsoever, only just music in the background that would play along to the movie. Here in this one, it's more of a modernized silent movie because you still hear like birds chirping and cars honking and a radio and walkie-talkie and you know, in my six, blah blah blah,
Yeah,
like all
right.
that. But as far as silent, like comes from the fact that none of the actors actually speak. So I could see the vision,
I
and
can see the vision.
I could also kind of understand, and to be honest, that's not something that bothers me. Because here's the thing: what's kind of funny is that I've realized in doing this for almost 2 years with you fuckers, I feel like when I watch movies, y'all actually like expectations for movies to be so realistic, and where with me, I can kind of look at the movie through an artistic perspective, like through the filmmaker's perspective. So for you guys to be like, it wouldn't make any sense for them not to talk together.
Well, I didn't say that. I didn't say
No,
it
I'm
wouldn't
talking
make
about
any
Mario.
sense. I just didn't like that because I couldn't connect with them.
No, I saw what he was trying to do.
Right.
But it's
I mean,
just like
the title Silent Night.
yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, he's trying to do a thing here and make it like unique and whatever the fuck. But I'm just like, it wasn't executed well. Like to Hector's point.
I feel like it could have been.
It could've.
It could have been if Kid Cudi's character was written better.
And we actually like see some type of like
Yeah.
bond ship. Or
Yeah,
something like
bro.
that.
I have a lot of thoughts as to Kid Cudi's character and how I actually personally believe they could have made him better. But like,
Save that for spoilers.
I was gonna save it because
Yeah,
it goes into detail. But I think I have a pretty good idea of what they should have done with his character for us to give a fuck about him.
Yeah.
The next thing
the
oh.
synopsis.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
So the
yeah.
synopsis, guys. So basically, the trailer does a really good job of pretty much explaining what the movie is about.
Yeah.
So basically, and I'm gonna mention some details, some things, and y'all are gonna freak out. Don't worry, it's in the trailer, so don't
okay,
think it's
okay.
a spoiler. I'm just letting y'all know because he's
That's
like,
true.
no, spoilers, because I know how.
It's because I don't be watching trailers, man.
No, yeah.
When Hav said that, he looked exactly like he's like, "Don't worry, I'm looking at Hector." Like he's making eye contact. It's in the trailer.
That's
It's
true,
in the
man.
trailer, bro.
Yeah, 'cause Hector, spoiler police, bro.
Hey, man, I gotta keep.
Someone's
No,
got.
I know
Someone's
what you
got.
mean.
I didn't
bro.
even. Yeah. Never mind.
I know what you, I know what you mean. But basically, the synopsis for this movie, guys, is that we have Joel Kinnaman. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. He's the guy that plays Rick Flag, and he plays this this father. You know, he's an everyday guy, and he's got a wife and a kid. And one day, his kid gets shot by a stray bullet from these gang members, from the gang activity.
Yeah.
And so, in the midst of his sorrow and his mourning for his child, he decides to become Batman because he's like, I'm
Type shit.
vengeance, right? And so he starts marking down the calendar from like a couple of months in advance, maybe like 9 or 10 months prior, and he marks that on Christmas Day of this upcoming year that he was going to get revenge on the gang members who killed his son. So we see him go on this revenge quest and him training on all this shit so he could go after the motherfuckers who took my kid. That's what the movie's basically about.
Yeah.
And it's called A Silent Night because, like I said, in the midst of that shootout, he gets shot in the throat and loses his vocal cords. But the movie goes into an extent where like no one talks. That's kind of like the uniqueness, I guess, the gist of the movie, of the title and stuff. So that's why it's called A Silent Night. So the whole time we're supposed to connect with this character from beginning to end in his whole revenge journey and all that without him having to speak a word,
Yep.
basically.
That's basically what it is.
But that's what the synopsis is.
Yep. And well said, Hav. And I guess what else did I want to
I guess the
mention?
obvious would be, what y'all think of the action?
Okay, here's the thing, right? Remember the intro? So there's like an intro, where they show like the people who worked on the movie and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like when in the movies, when there's like an intro.
Like the credits?
Yeah, the beginning credits.
Right, yeah.
That entire shit was like felt dragged on, like super drag on to me because we just seeing the same shit. Because typically some movies don't do that. And I want to say something crazy. It's like that entire first intro shit of the same scene. You know what I'm talking about? The dude just running and it just shows. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
what the
yeah.
fuck is he talking
That
about?
shit perfectly sets up this movie. Because that's how you feel. It's just a drag until the very fucking end. Until the very fucking end, man, with the action. Like, I'm not gonna like. It's not until the last 30 minutes where you get action, right? And that's the thing. If you're going in here expecting, oh, this is action-packed John Wick, Sisu type of deal,
Movie.
you're not gonna like it, man.
No, it's not.
not like that. The last action sequences and stuff is like the last 30 minutes, and even I would argue, man, me personally, I don't really even find it satisfying. There was one scene that was like, all right, cool. Now we're getting out, like, but then it's like, oh, that's it. Oh, okay, cool. It wasn't enough for me, if that makes sense. The whole action ordeal. Now, even some of it was kind of funny to me. You know,
Yeah.
That's spoilers. That's the spoilers I want to talk about. Some of it was kind of funny, and it made me wonder. I'm like, dang, like, maybe this bitch is supposed to be kind of funny.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm sure.
You know what I mean? So like, maybe this bitch is kind of supposed to be kind of funny. And then in some serious parts, I remember Mario would laugh. Like he was just randomly laughing. I'm like, Mario, why would you laugh? Actually, put a pin in that so we could talk about spoilers because I still don't know why you laughed. There's like a serious moment with Brian. And Mario just starts laughing. And I'm like, why are you laughing right now? Like, why are you laughing? And so, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I thought about the action, man. I thought it was, if I'm going to be honest, compared to like other action movies, I thought the action sequences was mediocre. compared to
Oh, thank
other.
God. I thought you were gonna say, well, these action scenes were good. I was gonna be like, really, bro? I felt like they were just like average.
Well, here's the thing. Where no, yeah, that's my point. It's average, right, compared to other action movies that we've seen and stuff. It's
Right.
It's average,
Yes.
but they try to play it off like they set it up just for an average type of action type of sequences that we kind of seen already before. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, all right, like at least with Sisu was a lot more crazy and like different,
Elaborate.
right? Yeah, you know what I mean? With this, it's like some generic shit that we saw John Wick do already.
That's
right?
true.
And it not even, and in a way where like it's not even as cool as him too.
Yeah.
But like to save it as a grand finale, like, and I don't know, I just wasn't really satisfied. I was all right, cool.
No,
I
yeah.
mean, that's it. Honestly, like you just need to see the last from there to the end, and that's it, man. You don't got to watch the whole build up. That shit took a whole long time. But that's what I thought about the action sequence. You want who wants to go?
I mean, I don't really
Yeah,
have much to
like,
say.
let how go,
like
but-
the action for the amount of buildup we had to wait for the. Sorry if you're like crunching. That's a bag of chips. No, you can still.
Yeah, we got some chips. Yeah, we got
But
some chips.
what's it called? For the amount of buildup, and I mean, this movie has a crazy
Dude,
long buildup. Like
hella build up.
to the point where I'm just like, bro, when are we finally gonna get to it? It's like not worth it whatsoever, and it makes it feel, and it actually is average.
Yeah, and I was kind of expecting, like, okay, some movies do this where they do like huge build up, but along the way, there's some interesting things happening. Like for example, we could have had some scenes of him like maybe trying to find out where a specific person was, which there was a scene like that, but maybe some more interaction with Kid Cudi's character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe to flesh out, maybe to fill in that emptiness that maybe wouldn't feel such a drag. I don't know how to explain it, man.
I think the perfect comparison when it comes to talking to the buildup is another movie reviewed, Voyage of the Demeter, where the buildup in that movie, it's very similar to this, but in the Voyage of the Demeter, there's points in that buildup where they hit you with something that keeps you entertained. Like,
That's true. Yeah. That's
I'm not
true.
saying the buildup in that movie was good or
agree with
anything.
that.
I'm
I
just
don't even
saying.
remember that movie.
Oh, the last voyage.
You forgot about that?
Like, well, I
No,
forgot.
but
like,
it's similar
like,
to
when he's
this.
talking about. I'm like, I forgot how the buildup went. Like, I just forgot the beginning.
You know how it's
Well,
always constantly building up with nothing to keep you hooked?
Yeah.
In the Voyage of the Demeter, it's the same thing,
There's
but
always like something, at least something happens. You're
every now and then, like 20
yeah.
minutes past, okay, here's something to hook you. In this
But with
movie,
this one,
it's like build up. All right, here it is, and here's a very mediocre fight scene.
and here's the end.
And here's the end.
That's the end.
Yep.
But,
And I don't even notice the shit you hear in the beginning of the movie is how the movie ends.
What do you mean?
Remember the sound you
The
hear.
little toy that he winds up.
Oh, really?
He tried doing
I did not
some
notice that.
directive, creative shit.
I did not
You know
notice
what's
that.
funny? I didn't say it out loud. I'm like, watch that shit, because I saw that, right, or I heard it. My bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, watch it fucking end like that, and it did. And I was like, oh my god, fucking.
Oh,
blew
I
it.
actually have another question as well, but I was after how.
Yeah, your
after
turn
Hobbs,
off.
what he thought about as he wrong time to point it.
Yeah, I know, right? Easy.
My fault, y'all. I'm eating chips.
Yeah, what do you think of the action sequences, man, or like the action? in
I was
this
about to
movie?
cook.
Oh,
Let him
shit,
cook.
let
For
him
me,
cook,
bro,
Let's see, man. Let him cook, man.
I knew that the action. I already knew, like going ahead of it, like just watching the trailer. I knew the action was not going to be nothing like I've seen before. Because I feel like we're all spoiled. Like we are used to like with the raid movies, the John Wicks, right?
Yeah.
The Jason Statham's, like.
You ever seen Dread?
No, but I've heard it's fire.
That movie's fire.
Yeah, I got to
That's
check
fire.
that one out. If you guys like Dread, I've heard Dread, the Dread movie with Carl Urban, right?
Uh-huh.
That's that guy. Is basically the raid.
Oh wow. Okay.
So if you like Dread, watch the raid.
I'll
But
check it out.
I knew the action wasn't gonna be nothing crazy. I knew this motherfucker wasn't gonna like learn how to like fight like John Wick or nothing. Obviously, even in the trailer and like the montage when he's training, he's mostly learning how to shoot guns and do hand-to-hand combat type shit. But for me, bro, I mean, the action didn't really bother me. Yeah, it's nothing like I've seen, but I kind of expected that, especially if he's just an average Joe, everyday guy going up against gang members as his villains. Like with John Wick, at least he was trained by a mob organization, because he has to always face other professional assassin hitman people of the same skill as him, so shit's more entertaining. Here I kind of knew shit was going to be a little more grounded and realistic, where it's just like he even is training how to like kill people and shit with a knife through YouTube walkthrough videos.
Yeah,
Like,
what'd you guys think of that?
just like it
I
seemed
felt like
realistic.
I saw that. I'm just like, oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, so at first,
yeah, right. That's what I
So
really
at
thought of.
first, with that whole situation, like I thought, I'm like, oh no, right? But no, like if is that spoilers? I don't know if it's
What?
spoilers. like of how long the training is?
Nah.
No,
I want to say spoilers.
I don't think so.
no, we could mention that.
Yeah.
So what I thought, I was like, oh no, don't tell me she's gonna train for 2 months and like he gonna be lit.
It is Rabs, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean. I was like, oh no, but no, he trains for like a whole year or something like that. Or
It was so the calendar was on April.
oh, that's when he started.
No, when he started.
Oh, okay. So April and then
Till December,
December
to
24th.
to the Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah. So April. I mean, that's still quite a way, but even I mean, I think
But this motherfucker was obsessive. Like every every goddamn day. He wasn't like, all right, Sunday's rest day. Like, no, this
No, he
motherfucker
was
was on
obsessive.
the clock, bro.
And
all the
so
time.
that's why with that issue, with that, I didn't really have like an issue. I know some people might have. He was like, bro, you're watching a YouTube video how to blah blah blah. It's like, come on, man. Like,
What else has he got?
Yeah, and to be honest, if you were really obsessive and dedicated, you can learn a lot of things through YouTube.
Yeah.
Even reloading a gun, cleaning a gun, and
Shit
sure,
like
we
that.
see him go to the gun range. So that's check, right? And maybe even drifting cars, man. I don't know. I've never seen YouTube videos of drifting cars because he's out there practicing, so I don't know. But I didn't. No, with that situation, I didn't really think it didn't really bother me, and I kind of expected some action fight scenes of him not doing well, just because he's kind of like a normie situation.
Yeah.
But overall, like the whole action sequence, I'd argue you said, oh, it's stuff that we haven't seen before. I'd argue it's things that we have seen before, but just executed poorly, right? Like the whole him.
I didn't say it wasn't stuff that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Didn't he say that, Mario? Didn't he say that?
No,
Like,
I said that I knew this would be action that we haven't we've seen before. Like
that's what you just said. That's
No.
what you said.
No. Are you making it? Oh wait, did you say that? I'm saying that the action was stuff that we have not seen before.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
So I'm
I'm
making it seem.
no. I'm saying that I knew that the action scenes were going to be. I knew they were not going to be shit like that we have seen before.
Oh shit!
yeah.
My bad.
Like
Yeah,
I knew
was
the fighting in a. I knew the fighting in a silent.
I was about to
Night
agree with him,
not
but I was
gonna
like,
be
wait
the
a minute,
same
what are
with
you
John
arguing?
Wick.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I knew the fighting
No, I
was
get
not going to
you.
be that was not going to be the same as John Wick. That's what I'm saying.
He wants his cup.
I was like,
but
just talk,
but no, it's a Silent Night.
but that's what I meant. No, that's what I meant. Like I knew that.
Okay.
The
Oh,
action,
sorry.
Yeah,
my bad,
yeah.
My bad.
No, of course we've seen this.
No, I thought that's what you were
staircase
saying.
fighting and shit, bro. We
The
saw
whole
that in
drifting.
Daredevil. We
We
saw
literally
that with John Wick.
We saw it in the Continental.
No,
saw the
yeah, no,
Continental.
that's what. Yeah, my bad. Ignore what I was gonna say because I thought you were making it seem like it's stuff that we haven't
this
seen
is
before.
so new.
Yeah, I'm like
No,
what? I'm like,
bro.
I'd be like, how? We've seen this shit before.
I know. No, yeah,
we
have,
literally
have.
reviewed it like 3 times. I thought.
Yeah,
real,
this
low-key.
year alone.
And to be honest, here's the thing, man. I don't mind. Like, okay, the plot is obviously.
Oh
kinda
wait,
generic.
real quick
Yeah,
before
go
you
on.
move on, because I know you guys touched on it, and I want to give my 2
Oh,
cents.
okay.
Hey, listen, y'all can fight me.
With what?
What?
I didn't mind the build-up.
That's crazy to me, bro. No, dude, this is crazy. I don't understand, bro. I literally don't understand.
Because Jav,
That shit was
you
a
didn't like
drag,
the build
really?
up. You didn't
Dude,
like the
how long
build
was
up
this movie?
in Demeter.
This movie was like an hour 30, bro.
I can look it up.
And that
Let's put
shit
my phone
felt
in.
long as hell. Bet you money it was like an hour 30.
Probably hour 40.
And it felt long as hell, bro. It felt longer than fucking Hunger Games, girl.
No, it didn't. Not for me.
All right, but nah. That's too much, but hour 44.
Yeah.
And that felt long to me, man.
It felt long. I
Like,
felt like I was
the
watching
build-up-
I thought I was watching like a 2-hour movie. I'm like,
And
there's
the
no way
build-up
this bitch is
the
2
build-up
hours.
wasn't even that interesting, man. I
No,
kind
it
of wanted to
wasn't.
see, like you said,
Dude,
Kid Cudi
it's funny how,
character more.
like I said, you didn't like the build up in Demeter. So I thought you
I didn't
didn't
mind
like
that. Yeah. I didn't mind the build-up.
So I thought you didn't like the build up here.
I didn't like
that's
the.
true, that's
no,
true.
I mean for the Demeter, from what I can remember, that movie was forgettable as fuck. From what I can remember, the
I feel like this
build-up
one's
felt
too.
kind of like a drag because Dracula himself barely appeared in the beginning.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I mean? Like, and I just kind of wanted to see more of him, and he doesn't show up till like the last act.
Well, listen, even though the Demeter wasn't like a great movie,
wasn't.
I still enjoyed it more than this one. But dang, that's crazy. The build
For me, bro, I just like it because you focus so much on Brian's character and how much he kind of mourns his son, like when he goes into his room and like all this stuff. You kind of like get the feeling that he was close with his son, and losing him really took an effect on him. And I also just like when movies do like training montages when you just see them
that's cool,
training
yeah.
and shit. So to me, like it didn't really feel like a drag. Like I felt like the shit was starting to pick up when he goes after that first dude that he hogties, and I was like, okay, from here we're good. Like this is where the shit's gonna start. But like, I don't know which part like dragged. I guess we can talk about that in the spoiler section. But like, I'm interested to see which part you guys felt like dragged, because like to me the montage kind of went by fast. Like he's just learning how to do pull-ups and sit-ups.
Well, I'm
and,
not saying
all that
I'm saying from the start of the movie till we get to where he actually like it's go time. If that makes sense. Like we're already
that
like
to me was
over.
not a drag, bro.
Like we're over like an hour 20 already. With
It
like
felt like I was watching the same thing, even though I wasn't.
Yeah, like I don't know what that
Wait,
means.
what does that mean?
So,
I actually don't know what you mean.
Like you know that montage.
I was looking like, yeah, tell him. I'm like, wait.
No,
Wait,
like
what'd you
that montage, right?
It felt like you were watching.
It felt like I was watching. Obviously, it wasn't a whole montage, right? But that feeling I got during that montage is like I feel like I'm getting that same montage, but just in different scenes, shot differently. If that makes sense, like the same feeling. It's like, all right, I kind of already like. I told Hector how I wanted this movie or how I thought it should have been shot to make it better, but that's in spoilers.
Okay, yeah.
But it's just that feeling of like, okay, when are we gonna get to it? 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 We're still here.
Okay.
We're still seeing him train it like, for like an
So-
hour 20 into the movie. We're still seeing him train, get better, right?
Okay.
And it's like the same thing. It's not him actually going into like IRL situation. It's just him still practicing. I'm just like, okay, like
We
and
get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. But wait, would you say again? It's like this made you feel like you're watching the same thing?
What
Is that
did-
what you said?
I said, what the fuck did I say? I
Because I
said,
didn't understand that sentence, man. I was like,
He said
what?
it feels like I'm watching the same thing, even though I'm not.
yeah, that. And I can explain it.
Actors like,
Oh, I think I get it. I think I understand it. If it's like if something's like in loop,
Yeah.
like if you're watching a scene and it's just like in loop,
Yeah.
even though it's not in loop, it feels like it's in loop.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can't go into
think
that much
I think
detail.
yeah, I think I understand what you're saying. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, before Hav gave his 2
cents.
2 cents on the
build-up.
The build up.
You were gonna say.
I was gonna say like even though the plot itself is like generic and stuff, we've seen it before. I like that type of shit though. You know what I mean? Like I like that whole revenge shit, the typical revenge stuff, or even if someone says, "Oh, it's like John Wick," I'm there.
Yeah,
right? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Right?
Like,
But-
like next month we're getting that Jason Statham, the beekeeper.
Yeah, like come on, like that, like
Like
even
I'm sure it's gonna be a mid-ass story, but at least the action will keep me entertained.
Yeah,
like at that point, I'm not gonna
hopefully.
lie to you.
Hopefully.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's safe to say we're all high IQ, right? But I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest. When
not
it comes
enough
to
Rappenheimer though.
that's all of us though. That's not us. There's no subtitles. Hey,
No subtitles.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Well, then again, no, fuck that, because they were talking about quantum physics. Like I'm supposed to know what the fuck that means.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck
man.
them. No. Here's my thing. I feel like it's
Yeah.
safe to say we're all high IQ, right?
Okay.
But here's the thing: when it comes to action movies, like The Beekeeper
Yeah.
with Jason Statham, or just literally any action movie, even Silent Night, because that's my niche. Like just action movies, like with like
I'll check
guns
that,
and
yeah.
shit. Like, I don't care if the story is mid, as long as the action sequences keep me entertained.
Yeah.
Like action movies are my like guilty pleasure. Like those are my niche.
Yeah.
That is when like you pop in a any Jason Statham movie, my IQ drops to Danny.
He's a bitch.
Oh, that's
Like
funny.
that's what it
Okay.
is.
I get-
But that's
you know what I
interesting.
mean? Because
No,
like
I
you know how
get it.
Danny's like, hey man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What was it? Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. It's a 10 out of 10.
Type shit.
Shit's fire, right? And I'm like, what the? No,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
I know what
it
you
was
mean.
good, but
It
not
was good, yeah, it was
But
not
like
10
to
out of
him,
10,
he's like, hey
man.
man, what you talking about? She-Hulk?
9.5.
Remember when he said
He gave
9.5,
9.5
bro?
for sure.
Yeah, bro.
For me, like my
shit's
IQ
crazy.
drops to Danny level when I'm watching Jason Statham shows.
that's
Shit.
crazy.
No, listen,
So,
Hav, I'm
Bad
glad,
acting,
Listen,
bad CGI, but Jason Statham.
listen, okay, Hav,
Like-
I'm glad you mentioned this, right?
yeah.
Because you said you excuse the plot and stuff as long as the action's there.
Oh no.
The-
I'll excuse the plot and I'll still like it, but I'll be real. I'll be like, yeah, the movie was still mid though.
All right, but you could say
I
the
already know what
action
you're gonna
does
say.
amplify it, right? In this movie, that wasn't there. Like the plot was mediocre and the action sequence couldn't make up for it, is my argument.
So I agree with Hector with
You know
that.
what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
action sequence couldn't cause not gonna lie, I'm the same way too, bro. As long as the action sequence is fire, yo, we lit, right? I don't give a fuck. But because I thought the action in this movie, even though the genre, is a holiday action.
Holiday action, I think I said on Rotten
I
Tomatoes.
mean, they should put holiday action at the last 30 minutes of the movie because
for real.
this shit wasn't action until the very fucking end. It was just like a mini side mission. I don't know, but I thought the action in this movie didn't make up for like everything else that I didn't really enjoy for this movie. If that made sense. If that makes sense.
But it's cool to know that his niche is action. Yours is zombies.
I mean,
Speaking of,
what
Because I met, well, side tangent, not a tangent, it's just a side note.
What was it?
We were talking earlier this month because I was in charge of making the clip for your guys' review on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And I told Hector, I was like, hey man, I'm surprised that on the pod y'all mentioned the Grindhouse connection. I didn't think you guys were gonna know what that was.
That's great.
And he was like, yeah, man.
not Hop. Hector got butterflies. He was like, really happy?
Yeah. That's funny as hell. That's funny as fuck.
Listen, if Javi's not here, bro, I gotta show up, man. I gotta I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta step up my game, bro.
Dude. But like, I texted Hector, it's like, hey man, I'm surprised you guys brought up the Grindhouse connection because I didn't think y'all were gonna know what the fuck that was.
And even the term, you like that? I broke down the term as well. The Grindhouse term.
What does it mean?
Yeah, what it means, like back in the 19. Yeah, well, you probably skipped over because you were just editing the clip. But yeah, Grindhouse is an actual term.
I know. Yeah.
Right, and I brought that up and where it came from and
what it means and
everything.
Like the style of movies and shit. And I told him, I was like, hey man, like I never saw, because it's a double feature. It's Planet Terror and Death Proof.
I saw Death Proof.
I've never seen Death Proof.
I've never seen that.
But I have seen Planet Terror.
I've not seen Planet Terror.
And I told him, I was like, you'd like it, bro. It's zombies.
Yeah.
That's basically what the movie is. It's a zombie movie directed by the guy who made fucking Spy Kids and Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Like, it's the same dude. And so I was going to say, if you want, man, you could check that movie out tonight. Because I know you fuck with zombies, girl.
I mean, we could, man.
You'll like it.
Because here's the thing, right? You're right. I was about to say. I mean, I have other niches too, but like, if
But
we're
like,
gonna,
zombies is always
but
the
if-
one.
No,
But
zombies,
if-
you're
but if-
number
Bro,
one.
he'll be... Was my mic off the whole time?
No, you're good.
Oh, I was like,
Oh,
oh
okay.
shit.
I was about to say, no way.
No,
Well, Mario's keeping
I was gonna
charge of the
say, I'm
sound.
like-
I was about to say, you sounded normal.
But
okay.
anyways, what was I gonna say?
That zombies.
Yeah, every time like we're scrolling through Netflix, like trying to watch something, like man, I'm bored as hell. Like, what can we watch? Every time he comes across a zombie, yo, what the fuck, zombies? Added my list. Like that's how Hector is.
No, bro.
That's how it is,
No,
bro.
because think I was gonna
That's
argue.
facts.
You know what? No, I have multiple niches, but to bring back his point, where like you don't care if it's gonna be mid or whatever, you still check it out. Then yeah, you're right, bro. With me, with zombies, man. I don't know what it is. Ever since I was a kid, man, I'd be pretending I'm killing zombies and shit.
You're gonna love Planet Terror, dude.
You sure, man? I'm scared, bro. I'm scared because it's an old ass movie. You know those typical.
It's in the mid
movies.
2000s.
Oh, mid 2000s. Oh shit.
That's when Grindhouse came out. That's when the double feature shit came out. But
oh.
here's the thing: you got to
okay,
remember
yes,
that
yes.
Tarantino and Rodriguez, when they made their own
Death Proof was okay. I like that.
I have never seen it. I'll check it out.
It's interesting, man.
But
Do you know
like-
the premise of it?
No, I just
You
know.
know
I just know Kurt Russell's in it. The main dude.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude.
The dad from Sky High?
Let me tell you real quick. Right?
Okay.
Death Proof. It's pretty cool because this motherfucker uses his cars to kill people.
Oh shit.
But listen, not in a way where like he's running over them and shit. No, this dude has like a muscle, like the way he does it, he has a muscle car, and his passenger seat he has like a plastic like border covering them, and what he does, and there's no seatbelts. So what he does is he picks up a chick, puts her in that passenger seat, and he starts going over the speed limit, pausing. So she's like bouncing around in the fucking passenger seat, like taking damage type shit.
What the fuck?
You know what I'm talking about? So like, so imagine if you're like in a tiny like seat, right? A tiny seat in a passenger car, and it's all surrounded by hard plastic, right? Just hard plastic. Like if it was like a racing car cage, right? And there's no seatbelt. You're like, what the fuck? There's no seatbelt. And then imagine someone drifting, going like hard ass brakes and stuff, and you're legit just they have no seatbelt, so you're just constantly hitting the walls, the windshield, and then you just die like that. Like that's what he does. So it's really interesting. I fuck with it. And there's a cool ass scene where it's a cool scene, bro, that they show it multiple times. like they show it like 3 times, this whole scene, like all the time. It's fucking dope, bro. It's super cheesy.
Yeah.
Like you could tell like, oh yeah, it's a
I think what they were doing, bro, is because I think both Tarantino and Rodriguez, since they both like grew up on those Grindhouse movies, they're
Yeah.
like, oh man, the movies they used to make back in the 50s, right?
let's make shit.
They were like, let's make a movie that pays homage to that time,
That
homage
makes
to
sense,
that
bro.
genre. So in a
That
sense,
definitely
let's
makes
make
sense.
it a little cheesy. Let's kind of have fun with it because that's kind of like the whole point.
Yeah.
I'm
Death
glad you.
Proof is like
I'm
that.
glad you brought that up because Planet Terror. There's some shit that happens,
Oh,
bro.
fuck.
That you're gonna like laugh, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it's not trash. You're just gonna be like, that's silly. But like then again, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
because you got to think about it. Like for maybe for Tarantino and Rodriguez when they were young, and they would watch those Grindhouse movies. To them, like as as like in their like teenage minds or young adult or whatever, however old they were, like shit looked silly to them until they grew up and realized it was cool or whatever. So like maybe they wanted to like capture the feeling of making these movies.
That definitely makes sense, bro. Watching Death Proof, man.
Because dude, if we watch Planet Terror tonight, bro, you're gonna see a bunch of shit. You're gonna be like, what?
How long is that movie?
It's like an hour. It's like an hour and a half.
We can maybe knock it out. I don't know.
But yeah, man, Planet Terror. Okay. And by the way, did you never respond to my text, bitch? Machete with Danny Trejo was another fictitious trailer.
I saw that too, bro.
That they also made it. They made 2 movies with Machete. Remember that? Back in like the early 2010s?
I remember because when I was looking at the trailers, because I showed Mario the trailer of the Grindhouse with all the trailers, the fictitious trailers, and I saw the Machete one there.
Yeah. Yeah,
I saw Machete. That one, yeah, man. Machete go crazy. But anyways, but Thanksgiving was good, though. You should check it out, Hob, whenever you can.
I'll check it out.
I don't think it's not worth paying to go see it, but it's definitely cool. Like, it's definitely good. I would say, like, yeah, it's definitely good. The kills, like we mentioned before.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Scream 6.
Now that we're in December, because we're filming this on a Saturday.
Yes.
This is December 2nd.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about it, bro. This month, I was like, damn, low-key, should I do crunch time? Should I just go on my websites and watch movies that came out this year that I haven't seen?
You probably should, man.
Like Knock in the Cabin or whatever the fuck it was. With
that one was pretty good.
Yeah,
that one was pretty good.
That one was
I
interesting.
know you guys said Infinity Pool was cool too.
Infinity Pool was cool, but it was kind of confusing, man.
Yeah.
Like and then like you said, Thanksgiving was pretty cool. You know, like so like I was low key thinking about it. And on top of that, the fucking movies that are gonna come out this month too.
Facts, bro.
So I was like, damn,
Thanksgiving is a solid slasher, bro. Like it's to the point how where like I would watch it again like on Thanksgiving or some shit. Or like I could like you said it perfectly. He said like it's a movie you could definitely recommend to somebody. Like,
anybody
if they like slasher and shit. Like if you love Scream, bro, you're gonna love this movie. It's really good.
Gotcha.
But it's not like masterpiece.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's really fucking cool. The premise is cool. The kills are cool. But anyways, this is not the fucking.
That's not even
we already did. Yeah, we already did that review, buddy.
Go check it
listen.
out.
Go listen to it. But fuck, where were you?
At that point, we were talking about the action, but at this
we
point,
were talking about niches. That's why.
niche.
Like,
Oh, yes.
that's what we were talking.
Oh,
about.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's what
with
we were talking-
zombies. Because there were some times, bro, where I've seen some shitty zombie movies.
And you would stop watching. I know you told
And
me.
I'd stop watching, but like I'd check it out.
still
But like
check it out,
I'd
yeah.
even if they were shitty, I would still like just sit there and be like, all right, man.
I'm just here for the zombies.
And but like no joke, bro. And until like there was one movie, it was a Korean zombie movie, I think.
Train to Busan.
No, that's fire. That's fire as fuck. That's a fire zombie movie.
need to watch
but no,
that.
I'm talking. There was another Korean zombie movie or something. I forgot what it was called, bro. It was so bad, I could not like
finish it.
I could not finish it, bro. It was so bad. I'm trying to remember. It was on Netflix.
Now that you
I'd
say
give that a 1, bro.
Oh shit!
It was so bad, and you know me, like I'm kind of generous with my ratings.
Yeah.
Like, and bro, no, that shit was so.
I haven't
bad.
given anything a 1 yet.
Oh, we're talking about this too. You gave Morbius
a 1.
That's facts, bro.
That was back in 2000.
Did you walk out of that movie?
2022.
No, dude.
Have you ever?
No, we saw it together, dude.
No, I'm asking Hav this question.
Oh, have you ever walked out of a movie?
I feel like Hav
That's
would.
a good question.
No.
Were you close to?
No.
How about you, Hector? I highly doubt you.
No, bro.
Yeah, okay, none of us ever have.
Even if it's trash, like I just sit there like.
So I feel like if out of the three of us, Hav, you're the most likely to walk out of a movie. I feel like
Me?
Yeah.
Like I'm entitled and shit.
no, like you get to the point where it's just so garbage, bro. I'm out.
How? It's Dolby Cinema, $25. Okay.
Hey, man.
I don't give a fuck.
That shit light work.
That shit light work.
Oh, I got it for free. And he walks away. He's like, what
He
the
got it for
fuck?
free.
Who are you, man?
That's funny.
That's funny. Okay, wait, did we already say our piece with action?
Yeah, we did. We were on
Okay.
your niche. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
then
it.
so anyways, that's that, guys. And then what else? Was there anything else that we should mention, or that's pretty much it?
I think
right?
we might have covered everything. Low
Yeah, right. We mentioned the
Non-spoiler,
pacing. We mentioned the action.
the action, the build up,
characters,
that it was all silent.
characters.
Flaws. I said Kid
Yeah,
Cudi
yeah,
was a
yeah.
big one.
I think that's
As far as going into more detail, I feel like we should just save that.
no
for
for
the spoiler
spoilers. No, yeah,
section.
yeah. So I think that's it, guys, for our spoiler section. We're gonna give our rating and then our movie ticket.
I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead,
Oh
buddy.
my god,
I want to go first,
dude! If this dude gives it an 8, I'm gonna be crying right now. I'm not gonna talk to you no more. You can give this shit an 8, Hav. There's like no way. I'm trying to remember what was a movie that he gave really high, and I was like, I disagreed really heavily.
Fast X.
Oh, Fast X. Oh, he gave it a what? 7?
Yeah.
I gave it a 7. Average. It's just normal.
7 is not average, bro.
Yeah, it's
7
like it
is
was
average.
good. Like it was good.
man. All right, go on. Go for it, bro. I'm actually curious, man. There's no way.
All right, listen.
There's no
This
way.
is just my
man.
personal opinion.
No, yeah.
Obviously, like I said, I have a niche, and it's like these sort of action movies,
get it,
these
yeah.
revenge quests, like when they're doing the shootouts.
Now that
bunch
he
of
says
blood
that, Fast
splattering.
X and this makes a whole lot more
Yeah,
sense.
dude, like you know what I mean. But like, yeah, again, this is my niche, bro. Like it's action movies when there's guns shooting and
But it's not
blood
even
splattering.
action. I feel like, man. Like,
What do you?
it's like,
Oh, I know. Like the last part of the movie was action, but like even then, for me, the buildup was not something that bothered me.
interesting. But actually, I wanted to mention something else.
Yeah, go
Wait,
ahead. Go ahead.
Do like, because we see it in the do we see it in the trailer?
What?
Maybe like the whole situation where like he has like flashbacks.
I don't think
Do
so.
we see stuff like that?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna save it to spoiler section.
Okay.
Spoiler section, just to be safe, guys.
But like I was saying, I felt like the buildup wasn't really all that slow to me. I kind of like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fact
yeah.
that we stayed with him in his morning stage, and then how he kind of gets the idea to go on a revenge quest because he realizes the police is not doing anything. So he's like, "I'll do something about it." The whole training
Type shit,
montage
yeah.
when he finally goes after them on
They should
Christmas
play Eye
Day.
of the Tiger.
Yeah, right. That
During
would have
that
been funny.
training montage.
But like that whole thing, like I don't know, man. Like I didn't really feel that the pacing bogged down.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the movie was okay. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. The only flaw, in my opinion, was that the movie tried to make you give a fuck about Kid Cudi, and I really didn't. Other than that, I mean, the revenge quest, everything, the action, like just blood splattering, like it was entertaining. Not the best movie I've seen of the year. It's definitely nowhere near Sisu or John Wick level. I mean, I gave John Wick a 10.
Yeah.
I gave Sisu like an 8 or something like that.
Yeah, I forgot what we
around
did.
that ballpark. I liked Sisu. But obviously it's nowhere near that, but it still was a movie that I overall enjoyed.
Okay.
And a part of me wants to give it a 7,
Damn.
but like I feel like
Is crazy.
But like I feel like a 7 is like cuz like realistically I would like to give it a 6.5. I feel like that's like kind of where I'm at, but we don't do 0.5s. Like
we
we
don't
have
do
to just
0.5s.
commit to one side or the other. And if I go to, I feel like a 6 would be too low because I enjoyed it more than a 6. But then a 7 feels a tad bit too high because like
six is like okay. It's okay movie, fine movie. 7 is like it's a good movie.
then I'm gonna give it a 7.
It's not a good movie. It's not a good movie. No, you're trolling. You're trolling.
No, I'm not. I swear
This
to
is
God.
not a good movie.
I swear to
man.
God.
All right.
I enjoyed it, bro. I don't know what
This
to
is
tell you.
crazy.
I
Wait,
feel like,
hold on. So you're saying you enjoyed this more than the Marvels?
Yes.
No way, bro.
Yeah,
Listen, the
bro.
Marvels wasn't great, bro. But like I enjoyed that way more.
I like
than
this
one.
movie more.
That's crazy to me.
That is
the Marvels.
crazy.
The
All right,
most
so-
the most fire part was the post credit scene.
I mean, that's facts.
Hey, ask me what I like more: Silent Night or the post credit scene?
No,
Post credit scene, girl.
Oh yeah.
Duh. What the hell?
no, man.
But
That's
yeah, man.
crazy. Okay,
Yeah,
7.
yeah.
All right, damn. A 7 is crazy.
Nah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, you're right. Write that down. Mark. And then okay, so 7.
Oh,
Yeah, what's
for
up?
me, right? I don't know.
Oh,
man.
yeah, the movie ticket.
The
Yes,
ticket
yes,
shit.
yes, yes. Clearly, yes, right?
I guess if you want to buy it at matinee.
Oh, you
not
don't-
Dolby Cinema, not IMAX, nothing special, just kind of like a normal theater.
It's not even worth that. But. No, listen, Javi. Hey, you know we should add. You know we should add to add to that. We should add a new thing.
What?
Where the question is, would you watch it again?
Oh, that's a good thing. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Go ahead, Hav. Would you watch this movie again?
I would watch it again, but
Oh,
like probably
my
not voluntarily. Not
Okay.
like not like I'm in the
Okay.
mood to watch it.
Okay,
I'm
but how's
that's
it? Okay,
creative. I
but
like
how's
that.
it a good movie then? If you can't watch it voluntarily,
because I
that's
enjoyed it.
crazy.
I enjoyed it.
That's
All right,
funny.
so not voluntarily. Okay,
That's funny
And,
as
Like if someone
Fuck.
was like, "Hey man, I'm trying to watch this Silent Night movie. You
Alright.
like it?" I'll be like, "Sure, fuck it, put it
sure,
on."
man.
Hey, you rented it on YouTube, $5, not me. Go ahead.
Oh man.
Type shit like that's. not how
Oh,
I'm,
okay. You rented though, not me though.
It's funny because
crazy.
I
Scam
paid
City.
13 for the ticket.
If I rent that, that's Scam City for me though.
Yeah.
Right? Hell no. Fuck that, man.
Oh, no,
But
that's
okay,
funny
okay,
as
so
fuck.
7. You said it was normal.
normal movie
Matinee.
ticket.
Normal movie ticket, and
Yeah.
you would watch it again under the premise of you not renting it. And
Like I wouldn't
So someone else
voluntarily
bought
seek
it.
it out.
Yes, yeah, okay. So Mario, you go next, man.
Honestly, man,
You're wrong.
this
No, I'm kidding.
This is a 10 out of 10.
this movie was exactly what I was expecting.
That's
and-
crazy to me though. You were
and
expecting this movie to be like that? like this.
I was only
expecting it to be pretty good.
expecting to
Me too.
enjoy the action.
Me too.
That was it. I'm like, all right, it's probably gonna be a shitty story with a fucking decent action. That's what I was expecting,
Oh wow, okay.
and that's exactly what it got. And because
Did you watch Sisu?
no,
You should check that one out.
I'll probably check it out one of these days. But because I got exactly what I was expecting, man, I'm gonna put it at the same level that I put Fast X. I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 10.
What the fuck? That is so low,
Bro,
That is
This
crazy.
is a 3 out of 10.
a 3.
A 3 is wild, bro.
I didn't.
That is wild. I don't know if I
I-
could accept that.
For me, it's a 3
Bro,
out
you
of 10.
gave it a 7, bro.
Yeah.
I know, but like, I feel like I was expecting 5s out of y'all, and y'all
Nah,
gave. He
I
gave
don't
it a
think
3.
I don't think this movie's okay.
That is
No, okay,
fucking
6.
wild.
Five-
dude.
five is mediocre.
Hey,
mediocre. I
but
don't
if
even
it
think it's
was
mediocre.
animated,
My bad.
If it was animated, 10 out of 10.
that's a 5 right there. I don't give a fuck what Mario says. Bro. That's
No,
borderline 6.
If it's animated,
If it was
maybe
animated.
it gets
If it
like
was
a 4,
anime.
4 or 5.
If it
4 or
was
5 if it
anime-
was
hey,
animated.
if it was anime, that's a 6, girl. I don't give a fuck, bro. Let's be honest.
No, I'm still
Come
real,
on,
even
Mario.
if it's animated.
Come on, bro. If there was big booty bitches in there, and shit. Anime hentai.
I'll bump it up for both of y'all too, motherfuckers. Don't lie.
10 out of 10.
Hell no. But nah,
Hector's like,
man.
if only this shit had zombies, man. Fuck.
Like, you know what make this movie better? A bunch of zombies.
Most crazy. Yeah.
Fuck it. We find out the killer. Was a zombie.
Yeah, for real. Hell no.
That's actually
That's funny
bro.
as
That's
shit.
funny.
But
But dude, a three. I mean, I don't see. I don't think that's that bad. Huh? I think a 3, because 3 is like actually because 5
That's
is
pretty-
mediocre.
that's pretty
4,
fucking
I
bad.
think 4 I think of as like poor. 3 is bad.
It's like really
It's
bad.
bad movie.
That's like bad as fuck.
no,
3 is
1
bad
is
movie.
terrible. What's 1?
1 is like
Garbage.
unbelievably like.
That's what you give
should not
Morbius.
waste your time.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think it's 1. I don't think this movie's 1. I think it's
That's
a 3. I think it's just bad.
What the fuck, bro? That's crazy to me.
But
yeah, I'm
what's
stuck
it called?
Too, on my rating.
But yeah, I'll give it a 3 out of 10. It's not worth the movie ticket at all. If you feel like watching it when it hits Netflix in about 2 weeks, go ahead.
No, it's not.
Uh,
2 weeks.
that's just me roasting it, bro. I mean, honest with you.
Hey, in the next 2 weeks, they already have it on Blu-ray.
4K.
They already have it on Blu-ray.
It's already on sale.
But
Already, bro.
Would I rewatch this? Nah, I would
Fuck
not
no.
rewatch it. Even
You'd
if someone
not
else
rewatch
puts
this.
it. If someone says like, "Oh, let's watch that now," I'd be like, "No, it's a bad movie. Don't put it on."
What if they
Wow.
said? What if they said? I don't go fuck, Mario. We're still gonna watch it.
Then
bitch."
at that point, I'm like, "All right, I'm going to."
You would leave us out. Just go on your phone. Just
Wait,
watch
you-
football.
Wait, so we had like a family party, right? And they said, we're going to put this on. You're leaving the party?
A family party? Like my family wants to put it on?
Yeah, like you're
I'll
leaving.
probably just be on my phone.
That's
entire
crazy.
time.
I'm leaving the
I'm
party,
leaving,
man.
bro. I'm out
I'm
this
leaving
bitch.
the state. I don't even want to be near this movie.
That's funny as
But nah, man, it ain't really.
Okay, so you thought it was just a bad movie.
it's a bad movie, man.
Okay, so with me, man, I was stuck, man. So with me, I just thought this was a poorly executed John Wick Sisu type of movie. This movie was not action packed. Honestly, you should only see the last 30 minutes of it. The buildup was terrible, man. This movie felt long as hell, and it's an hour 40. And I was stuck actually with my rating. I was stuck between a 3 and 4.
That's fucking crazy.
Hey, man. But you know, even the action sequences, even though they were kind of mediocre, I did like, okay, I liked it, but I don't think it was worth the buildup. I did also like the actor himself. Like, I did feel those moments where he was like upset and shit, like about like his son and everything. I wouldn't say this was like a terrible bad movie, in my opinion. I just thought it was like a poor movie. It wasn't not even mediocre. So I think I'm gonna go with a 4, man. I'm gonna give this one a 4. I thought it was
wild.
I'm gonna give this a 4. But no, your shit's wild, bro. 7, bro, is crazy. 7 is crazy, man. But listen. But yeah, okay, guys. Oh, and also, is it worth a movie ticket? Fuck nah, man. It's not worth a movie ticket, bro. Not worth showing your ID over.
That's facts.
Like, why? Like, what the fuck? Like, why do we need? Actually, now I'm thinking about it. I don't even think that much crazy shit was.
It was just
what?
gory,
it's
if
all the
anything.
Ah, yeah. And would I watch this again? Nah, I'd not watch this again. Maybe under the pretense of what Hav said. Like, maybe if somebody just puts it on, I'd be like, all right, cool, bro. You want to watch it? Cool. And then I'll add in what Mario said. I'll probably be on my phone. You know what I mean? I mean, Hav, you were on your phone a couple times, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he was.
You know what that means? Hey, if Hav is on his phone, bro,
He not fucking with it.
that's what it means, bro.
Not all the time.
Can you explain that? Why were you on your phone then?
I was just texting somebody.
Ooh, but if the movie was good, you'd be like, fuck that text. You didn't do that for Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
bro. I think for Across the Spider-Verse, I would actually turn my phone off.
Oh! dude, did you hear that?
But
for Across the Spider-Verse, I turned that shit off.
It's because I used to turn off my phone in the movie theater, and I don't do that anymore.
That's crazy.
That's why. Wow. That's why. At
I
that
just
time,
go D&D. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hey, that's another one. Would you turn your phone off for this movie? Would you turn your phone off for this movie?
No.
We should do that.
Oh shit, no.
It's because I don't turn my phone off anymore.
Honestly, I'd take a phone call during the movie.
Pause. I like how our like when we review it, it's like, all right, give it a movie ticket. Will you rewatch it? Will you turn your phone off? Will you food it? Will you watch it at home? Will you?
So funny. Okay, you said no, right? Me, I'd actually take a phone call during the movie.
You still miss?
Yeah, man.
Me? Honestly,
Yeah. Okay.
honestly, I would watch football
up the
during
eggs.
this
Pick
movie.
up the eggs, mom. All right, cool. Hold on.
Alright.
Oh shit, hold on. Wait. Oh, never mind. That's a false alarm. I thought something crazy was about to happen.
Nah.
Never mind, mom.
I would put on the game I have my money on while watching this movie, bro.
That's fucking funny as fuck.
That's crazy. No, I'd have it in the background while I'm like playing video games.
Sorry.
Like,
Pull a
what the
Danny.
fuck going on? No, I'd just watch highlights of the movie.
So like the last
30
30
minutes.
No, no.
The last 30 minutes.
That's
All right,
funny
all I need.
as shit. That's funny.
That's funny. Now that I'm saying that, bro, fuck, I'm kind of thinking. I'm stuck, man. Should I give this a No. I don't think it was a bad movie. I just thought it was poorly
3's wild
executed.
to me, bro.
Man. I thought it was poorly executed. It's a 4, yeah. So, anyways, that's gonna be our non. Oh my god, bro, that's our non-spoiler.
It's a long one.
It was definitely fun. So that's our non-spoiler review, guys. Now we're gonna get into the spoiler section and actually get into the details of the things that we disliked and stuff that we could bring up to that backs up our points and such. But yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for listening, and we are now going to jump in the spoiler section in 1, 2, 3, and we did not see titties, man. If we did, it would have definitely
been a 5.
I would have given it.
It would have been a 5, man. Honestly,
It would have been an 8.
Am I gonna be real?
It would have been an 8.
Okay, now we're in the spoiler sections, man. Okay, so who wants to go first? Who wants to talk about something that
I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I meant when I said I felt like I was watching the same thing, but
Okay, there you go.
even though I
Perfect.
wasn't.
Perfect.
And what I mean by that, I felt that really when after the montage scene where we see him practicing for the first time, with the knife and all that shit, right? It's following after that. It's like we're seeing him do that again, just like differently. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
So,
Like that car scene. We literally see him practicing over and over again.
with the car.
The car, him getting supplies, him doing all that shit. I'm just like, okay, right. I
gun
feel like
range
I've seen
and shit.
enough of the prep time.
Oh,
And what I
okay.
was gonna say to make
I-
it
yeah,
to
yeah,
do that better, have the initial one where he's like struggling and all that shit, right? And you know how in the beginning of the movie he was printing out all the gang members?
Yeah.
What if you start in the beginning of him being trash as fuck, he takes out a low rank gang member that is associated with the big baddie at the end, right? And you see him improve like that through IRL experiences. That is more interesting. That is more.
He would have gotten shit rocked.
But these are gang members, bro. You know, like these are like John
Yeah,
Wick.
but they're
and
always
motherfuckers.
strapped with fully automated
automatics.
weapons, bro.
But he had pistols too. He had shotguns, bro. He
but
had
if
a bulletproof vest,
but
and he
you're
was already
saying
practicing
if he's at the
already.
bottom tier, if he's at his trash level, he's getting rocked.
These are the regular rooks. These aren't like the head honchos like we saw in the movie.
Okay.
Still though, like a pistol
see
against
that.
against a fully automatic. And also, if anything, it did show his progress.
Yeah, but it was the same shit.
Well, yeah.
No,
because they're gonna show
The only
him.
the progress I see is me seeing the same shit just differently over and over again.
Well, yeah. The only thing that's different
And
is that he's improving.
that's the execution where I'm just like, dude, like yeah,
So
I
you're
get
saying
it, I
like
see
the part
it,
where like he's practicing with the knife, the guns, and
all that
the,
shit. I'm seeing the same thing.
cars.
Obviously, it's different time periods,
You just
but it's like, dude, that was
you're like,
boring.
okay, we get it, type shit.
It's like I want to see him put it in work now, not at the end.
Oh, okay.
guess.
I think I know what you're saying.
To me, it's confusing because he's like, what's the point of like watching the scene over and over again? It's like, well, at the gun range, he missed all his bullets.
Yeah, and at the end you see him.
and then he gets them all in the middle. Like it's to show the progress. Like it's to kind of show you.
But here's the thing: you only see
what he's saying. I think is he wants to see the progress like through like actual real life like experience. If that makes sense.
And if
like let's say like his first shootout, like he was missing shit, and maybe he only grazed the motherfucker, and the guy maybe ran away. Then he's like, "No, man, I gotta lock in. Why the fuck did that happen?" And then he practices it, and then he comes back and finishes the job.
And I think that shooting range scene we see the first time, and then the next time we see that shooting range is him automatically fucking hitting in the middle. There was no in between of him actually us seeing him shoot a gun. We see him prep it with that shotgun, like pump it. But the night shit we actually saw.
He keeps Xing the days and he keeps switching the months, so time's passing.
Yeah, but that wasn't enough for me.
Okay. What I wanted to bring up was, remember when we get flashbacks of his son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys think that like it kind of felt like what you're saying with this montage? We get it, where they showed like a lot of it.
I think
like the first three
I think it was
flashbacks
because
were cool. Like, all right, but then it just kept
going and going.
We kept getting more flashbacks.
I think because, bro, they're not talking in this movie, so they really want to hit it home where it's like, hey, yo, feel for this motherfucker.
This
feel
is the part
sad
where like he'll say something. I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know.
I think that's why they really hammered it home about this, like this emotional.
And low-key, like the little music box, like
yeah,
it started becoming like a meme. It was oh shit, like
dude, I thought he broke it.
You know what?
In the car chase scene,
I feel like me and Hector, bro, because we're cousins, right? We're blood, we're psychically linked and shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think we were both thinking the same thing, Hector, weren't we?
What about what?
When he would turn the music box, like ding, 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 and every time he was about to shoot out, like he would turn that shit.
Yeah, right. It was like his
we
thing.
know what we were thinking, right?
Yeah. What? Go ahead.
One batch, two batch.
Oh my! Oh yeah, they're like the Punisher, like one batch, two batch.
Oh, I didn't see
Penny
that.
and dime. I was thinking the same. I was like, I know Hector right now making that connection.
I didn't make the Punisher connection, but I did get a sense where I noticed, like, oh, he always plays that when like he's about to do something.
That's how I took it as like the Punisher when he goes one batch, two batch, penny and a dime.
Well, speaking of Punisher, honestly, bro, I would say like this is a more poorly executed type of Punisher.
Well,
shit.
sure,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not as fucking intense as Punisher.
One batch, two batch, penny and dime. And you know what's fucked, bro? That is hard as fuck, but that's not even in the comics, bro.
I know.
That's fucked.
I know you told me that.
It should be, yeah, bro. Hey, man, I'm just
an original idea that panned out.
It should be. They probably could. Comics usually do that sometimes.
All right,
but they could do that. That's fucking fire, bro. You got to watch that Punisher. One batch, two batch, penny and dime. Anyways, but yeah, bro, he had like his little like music box thing going. He had a bunch of like flashbacks, and to me, I just kind of felt like it was kind of redundant. It's like, all right, we get it, buddy. Like we don't need to see your flashback again. Mm-hmm. But I guess it's just to make you to show like, oh, like he has a sense of like not wanting to do this, but he remembers. And that causes him to keep going. I'm pretty sure, like, you know what I mean? I think that's how I was taking it.
I only saw like 3 flashbacks.
No, there was a lot. It was the first one, obviously, when they get home. The second one was
the actual shootout.
Was a shootout. The third one was
in his bed.
In his bed. The fourth one was in the grocery store.
That's right.
Yeah, the grocery store.
There's one at
the next
end.
one was before he went inside that huge building.
There was.
With a staircase. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Probably happened though.
Like he was in the car, I think.
Oh,
yeah. He's in the car, I think, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. And then the one at the end where he's looking at the sky.
Right before he fucking dies, yeah.
Oh, no. One where he's still standing, he looks to his right, and then it's like, it's inside that huge ass ornament.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's another one. And then the last one where he's like on the floor and he looks at the sky.
Oh, okay. All right. I just put those two together. My bad.
No, yeah, right? Because remember he's like laying on the floor and shit, and then he sees it again. So that was more than just 3. There was like a bunch, and it's like, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of redundant, but that's just my thing. Is like, all right, cool. I just felt like it was kind of tropey in a way. Mm-hmm. But I want to hear your thoughts about like with the whole Kid Cudi situation. You said you're about to mention him more and stuff.
So for Kid Cudi, bro, I felt like he was the only flaw in the movie. I feel like the movie trying to get you to care for Kid Cudi's character was kind of...
He didn't even need to be in there, bro.
That's the problem, is that he was written in a way that he didn't need to be in there. And I guess they only wanted him in the movie because at the end, they both team up, in a sense, against the guy. Yeah. Against the gang members. But even then, the team up wasn't even all that team up. Because, like, They don't really even kill people together.
No, man.
So I think what the movie should have done, bro, was they should have introduced Kid Cudi's character in the beginning. Well, they technically did, because he comes in to the hospital room to see the guy that's there.
Yeah, but
And then he just leaves his business card. But then
That's
from
it.
then, they never cross paths until he drops that envelope with the drive in it, and he gives him all the research that he did over the last 10 months. It should have been better if, like... I think this is what the movie should have been. The movie should have been exactly how it went down. Maybe speed up the training montage a little more. And have the majority of the movie him be on his revenge quest. Like, have an hour of the movie be the revenge quest, not the last 30 minutes. And when he's about to start his revenge quest, when he's like, you know, it's Christmas night, he like, that should be when he leaves the drive to Kid Cudi. That's how it happens in the movie, but I'm saying it should have happened earlier on, and then have the majority of the movie have this thing where like they're always like in contact, or they keep crossing paths at different gang spots. Like there's one building where they meet up at. There's a parking lot where they also meet up at, where there's like a, you know, they keep and then have like the last fight in that building, that staircase, have them both meet up. And it's one of those things where he's like a cop and he's by the book and he's like, you know, you're a fucking vigilante. Would you out here just shooting people up? But he's like, but I know why you're doing this. So you know what? I'm going to let it slide. And then they both team up together to shoot out the building and the staircase. Like that's how it should have gone down. If they would have shown him more throughout like that night when he was on the revenge quest, because he's mostly just doing everything behind the scenes.
Yeah.
He was at his house looking at all the research on the that he left on the flash drive, and he's just like looking at it.
Yeah,
and then
bro.
eventually he's in the car. He's in the car listening to the police scanner, like that radio shit, but he never actually engages until the very end when he goes into that one building.
Yeah.
So like, again, I said it.
I agree, man.
I said it before. His biggest flaw was his screen time. He didn't have enough screen time for us to give a fuck. Nor did he have anything to impact the main character and his storyline, because that's pretty much what's carrying this movie. Is the main guy in his revenge quest, and the guy never really, Kid Cudi never really played a part in that.
I agree with that, bro.
You know what I mean? If maybe we should have seen him kind of work together, like they kind of like this thing where it's like, I don't fuck with you because I'm a cop, I'm by the book, and you're just going vigilante mode on these gang members. I don't fuck with you. However, I've been chasing these guys for, you know, I don't know, months, right, or a year, because he had their headshots on this office.
Yeah.
You're trying to go after them too. Maybe if we work together, we'll both get the same thing done.
Listen, what you're saying is cool, right? And what I have in my idea is cool too. But here's the thing, right? There's only so much you could do when you can't talk. Like what you're saying is good, but you have to talk for that shit, bro. You know what I mean? And since the whole vision they had was like, oh, it's a silent night for everybody. You know, it's like you can't necessarily flesh out those ideas and that idea that you're saying. You know what I mean?
You probably could.
I mean, how if the whole goal is for everybody not to talk and like keep it super minimized? You know what I mean? Like how do you like incorporate that type of bonding friendship with him? Like what when they meet up with each other, they just constantly nod at each other and just like
that would
like
that. But like have that when they're about to team up.
But what about leading up to it though?
Like I said, they don't work together. They just keep crossing paths because they both keep meeting at the same spots that the motherfucker keeps shooting up at.
Yeah.
Because he's got the police scanner. He's like, hey man, there's a shootout going on in the parking lot. He's like, what the fuck? And he's like, it's gang activity. Oh shit, I'm chasing after gang members. Yeah. That crew, right? Which by the way, this gang never had a name. Oh, Los Chicos.
It was like G1...
G17 or some shit like that.
G17.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. The G1 whatever, right? He's like, yo, there's gang member. Oh, it's the G1 gang. Like, so he goes and shows up, and he's in the shootout. Oh, shit. And then he looks over. What the fuck? It's that motherfucker that I saw in the hospital bed. Why is he here? And he tries to stop him. Hey, stop. And then he gets away, runs away. And he's like, fuck. And then they meet up again at another place.
Yeah.
And he's like, why the fuck is he here? And then he remembers, like, oh, his kid. Like, maybe he does research on him. Maybe he has a file on him. Because why else would he visit him in the hospital?
Yeah.
He has oh shit, he lost his son. Oh, these fucking gang members. And then he looks up maybe he does some research bullshit, like where he finds the news article, like boy shot from stray bullet, like, and he's like, oh, I know why he's doing it.
Yeah.
And now that he understands, when they both meet up at that building, he points the fucking gun and the cop points it back, but that's when he puts the gun down and he does the nod shit. Like we saw in the movie.
Yeah.
But like at least then like they're like, hey man,
We know what's up.
We're
type
cool.
shit. Yeah.
And the guy's like, but obviously there's no talking. And then that's when they both go in together.
Yeah.
And that whole thing with the shootout, the staircase, and all this bullshit, like all that whole action sequences, have that be the both of them. Even though a part of me liked that only one guy did it, because like he's a one man army, like it's some John Wick shit. Like I just like when action movies do like when the one guy can take out a bunch of fucking people.
Yeah.
But if they wanted us to connect to Kid Cudi, you would have to rewrite it so where both of them are double teaming this fucking building full of gang members, and not just one of them.
Right.
But I feel like that's what they should have done. Is made him more.
Yeah, I agree.
Made Kid Cudi a more prominent character throughout the movie, because you only see him in the beginning when he visits him in the hospital bed. Then we don't see him at all until
That envelope situation.
no. He goes to his office. Remember? Mm-hmm. He goes to see him, and that's where he gets the pictures of the headshots.
Yes.
And even then, they never even talked, because the guy Brian goes into the elevator and ditches the meeting before he could even go in the office.
Yeah.
Before Kid Cudi could go in there.
Yeah.
So like, what was the point of that? They didn't even meet. It's because it's a plot device. That's what it's called in movie terms. They just needed a reason for him to get pictures of the headshots of the gang members. It's like, how do you do that? Well, let's just write a way for him to show up in the building. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, man, if they talk, I think they could have fleshed out the story a lot more, man. Like, okay, let's say when they meet up, right? The dude actually goes to meet him in the office or whatever. He's like, hey, Mr. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, I'm surprised you're here. Why are you here? Right?
Yeah.
And then obviously he can't talk. He uses his little machine or whatever the fuck, right?
Or text.
or text or something. He just says, I need to know these people, who these people are. He's like, what do you? He's like, what do you mean? And he points at the wall, whatever. And then that's when he stands up. That's when he does his thing. And he's like, hey, I don't know what you're thinking, man, but this isn't your zone. Like this isn't like, I don't know who you think you are, man, but this isn't
You're not
part
him.
of. Yeah, you know what I mean? And the guy just looks at him and he's like, without saying anything, he walks off. And that's where the Kid Cudi dude could be like, oh, like what the? This dude's planning something. What is he doing? Right? But you know what I'm talking about? Like if you could just flesh out the story a lot more. Same with the wife. I maybe get some scenes with her where she's talking. Is like, hey, I miss him. Maybe some like, I miss him too. Whatever. Like typical of her crying and maybe screaming at him. And obviously, it's kind of like in a way where she's able to scream. Right, and she's showing her she's hurt because she's screaming at him and she's upset with him and stuff.
And she can't do the same.
And he can't do the same, right? It's that type of thing where he's just listening, and like, even though he feels the same, but he can't scream, right? Like bro, just send me and Hav in the writer's room, like or something. Like I don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's funny.
You see what I mean?
Facts. That's facts.
Like I just think that okay, I get it. Silent night for everybody, right? I just think that if we
There was
just had
talking.
some more talking, we could flesh out a little
It
bit.
doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a lot. It's just when you need to be there.
Maybe we could have got a scene with the mom with the wife that we like, the way I described. Maybe some scene like that. Okay, cool. That's it. Maybe some more talking scenes with Kid Cudi's character and him. Like
I don't think the problem was the talking. I feel like you could probably execute this movie without a single word being spoken, bro.
Well, here's the thing. I guess they didn't. Well, if that's the case, he didn't do a good job.
That's the fact. That's the thing is that with Kid Cudi's character, that's exactly what happened. Is that they should have had him be more prominent and had him do more shit, not just kind of come up on screen a few times, and then the only time he actually does shit is when he goes into the office, to the building. And he fucking dual wields 2 pistols on some motherfuckers. Like
that shit was crazy.
I was like,
no, dude, he slid. Remember that when he
slid and shot that guy?
Shot the dude in the.
I was like, wait.
Yo.
So this guy's a badass too. Yeah. This motherfucker just knows how to do shit too. He's John Wick also.
Yeah.
My thing was like, if that's the case, why didn't these motherfuckers team up earlier?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Kid Cudi. Like, oh, now he's like dual wielding on these gang members, and it's like,
and bro, I thought he was gonna die too. Because he got
I
shot
thought
in
he
the
would
gut.
die too.
yeah.
I thought he was gonna die, bro.
I think he does.
He took 2 shots.
He did, huh?
Oh, does he?
Because they don't show their fate after they all get shot out.
right,
We assume they both die.
Oh, yeah.
Again.
Oh, shit, you're right, yes,
Again,
right.
wouldn't his death be more if they actually did team up?
Yeah.
And they had more, and they crossed paths.
I mean,
like how I explained it, how they crossed paths throughout the night. Because think about it, as a cop, he's in the car, right? And he's got that police scanner. Hey, yo, there's a gang shootout in the parking lot, and he knows, oh, I'm going after those gang members. It could be them, and he's there, and he goes, what the fuck? There's Brian. There's the guy with the vocal cord bullshit. What's he doing here?
What's he doing here?
And like have like Christmas night, have it throughout the night that they keep crossing paths every time these gang members are involved. And maybe he's like, what the fuck is this guy's deal? So he goes on his little computer scanner, does the research.
Exactly.
Oh, he's going after. And when he understands, he's like, I know where he's going next. He's going after their headquarters. So he beats him there, and that's when they meet up and they put the gun at each
they do
other.
their thing.
And then that's when they do the nod. Maybe even include the scene where he somehow printed out the newspaper article.
He did that.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
have a scene where he prints it out and he's like, because they can't talk, right?
He's like-
they just keep nodding. They're like, "This is why," type shit.
They not even saying
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then or not even nodding, like just have him hold the article up, and like the guy just kind of stays silent, and they'll like kind of have an understanding, like, okay, like without a word being spoken, just be like, I know why you're doing this. I kind of have the same goal because I'm after these motherfuckers because I'm a cop. You're on revenge. He's like, I don't fuck with your vigilante antics, but we can take him out together.
Yeah.
They should have wrote his
been a lot better,
character more
man.
like that. Would the movie be longer? Yeah, but it'd be worth it because you're fleshing out characters.
Exactly.
And I think I would have liked if the actual night of vengeance, his Christmas night, like revenge scheme, would have been longer than like the last 40 minutes, whatever it was, the last 30, 40 minutes. I wish it would have been the majority of the movie. But yeah, like that's my whole thing with Kid Cudi's characters. I feel like he should have been a more prominent character.
It's just this is a poor movie, man. I just just talking about this, Hav. Like I don't know how you see it, man. Like even you are coming up with new scenarios they could have done, man. But this shit's good though. It's a 7 out of 10. That's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
it's good.
That's crazy.
Could have been better.
No, it could have just been good. You know what I mean? Right?
Could have been could have been better than a 3 or a 4. We all agree on that.
Yeah, but
Listen, if it makes y'all feel better, y'all can disagree with me all you want. This movie's not going to be in my top 10 best.
I hope not.
So, like, don't trip about it. Like, stop acting weirdos. Like, I'm not going to have this up there, bro. I have Fast X up there.
You better not.
Hey, bro,
Listen,
that's
I'm going to
him,
be...
man. That's him.
Listen, bro, y'all
Fast
trash
X is
on Fast and
crazy.
Furious, like, unfairly.
No, man. It's just
Low
not
key,
a...
man.
That's
Y'all
another
lucky I
just
wasn't in
poor-
that fucking review for Fast X.
No, you lucky, motherfucker. What the fuck?
That's what it say, bro.
You lucky, bro. That shit, man. That shit crazy, man. I don't know. I obviously understand the point of it, but it's just I don't know, man. It's just overdone in my opinion. But I was just say, and then his wife fucking leaves him, bro. Good riddance,
Bro,
man.
I thought she left to go with the dude's parents.
No, that was some Uber driver guy.
Yeah, some Uber driver guy.
Oh, never mind.
Hey, man, it kind of sucks, but like, not gonna lie, bro.
I
I'm
don't
on her
blame her.
side, man.
I was say I don't blame her, bro.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I saw
It's
it
like-
coming.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy though? Like, obviously they needed. Obviously, it's part of the movie, right? They needed like this to happen, but like, I just wondered, like, dang, like, how come we haven't? How come the mother wasn't like grieving like hard as fucking as him? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like, she was still going to work and like, even just not even
Because
crying,
she couldn't.
just texting him. You know what I mean?
She couldn't, bro.
But to me, it's like,
Could have been a time jump.
Oh, that too, yeah.
yeah, but even the time jump,
Because
she's-
the shootout was
Yeah.
on Christmas. That's why he was wearing the Christmas sweater, or at least December
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
When he actually goes on his revenge spree, it's the middle of April when he starts crossing the X's and all that bullshit. So
no,
there
but
could've been
I'm talking about like even when they get home. You know what I mean?
oh,
Like even then. But then again, I guess it's
how
a
long
lot-
has it been since the surgery and the recovery, all that?
No, but like more so like when they get home. Oh shit, you're right, huh? No, you're right. Yeah, because he
Yeah.
was like unconscious for like
Right,
a while.
like
and
he
stuff.
would. There would have to be a time.
So she
jump.
might have had like a chance to grieve.
Probably.
We just never saw
Maybe
it.
the movie was aware. The filmmaker was aware that because it's not her movie, it's best to see this motherfucker more, and because it's
No,
he's
yeah, I
the
understand
center
that.
of the character.
No, yeah, I understand that. But that's tough, man. Like, how do you, bro?
Dude, yeah. You know what's crazy though, is that if that were to happen to me,
Oh my
like if one of y'all died, like I wouldn't do all that for y'all.
I thought he was saying like, oh, my wife left me.
Yeah, me too.
I thought he was gonna say something like,
No, like I'm saying, like if one of y'all got killed on some gang activity, I say it's the evil world and move on. Like, I'm not gonna go on
crazy.
revenge scheme for y'all. What the hell?
Actually, that's a kind of a
Bullets
fun
are
question.
dangerous. Why would I do that?
That's actually kind of a fun question. It's like, what, like, for who would you go on a revenge quest?
I'd probably do it for Tobey Maguire.
Oh my
Why?
god! Listen, tell me, I do it for Jenna Ortega.
This motherfucker. I was actually thinking it seriously.
Oh yeah, go. I mean, go ahead. What,
I was
your
thinking
dog?
about like, oh,
Your dog's
honestly,
John Wick
maybe
shit?
Some John Wick shit.
probably anybody in my family, or like my future kids.
But like, would you actually go on a revenge spree, bro?
That's the only one I'm just like, I
know
don't
what-
think I would, but I could see myself like if I
I'm
were to do it, it would
assuming-
be because of that.
I'm assuming if like whenever that happens, like unfortunately, like obviously there's some people like that unfortunately dealt with those situations
Yeah.
where a family member was murdered or whatever. I'm pretty sure like the police like surveillance you at all times, like surveillance family
Shit,
members
I
just in
don't know.
case, like like awesome, because of what if they might do something like that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about I want to talk about the where this is the scene, this is this was supposedly action, right? Where I was like, okay, I was kind of like, all right, man, even the action is gonna be trash or like whatever the fuck. Was when that guy was on top of his car and he's just drifting in circles,
yeah.
doing donuts. That shit was actually
was funny.
funny, bro.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny as fuck, bro. He was just
Yeah.
drifting in donuts with that guy on top, bro. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. And I think at that moment I was like, oh man, even the action's not gonna be. And I was actually thinking, like, is this a comedy?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I was like, oh shit, wait a second. Am I seeing this all wrong? Is this kind of a comedy? But I don't think so. I mean, it's not part of it. But speaking of comedy, Mario, now you can finally talk about why were you laughing at that scene?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. I think
first of all, yeah,
it
what
was
moment was it?
I think it was just beginning the original montage of him doing all that shit. It like I think it's how it started or how it ended. I'm pretty sure it's how it started though, because you know how it's all serious. Like this is the point. I'm like, oh, the movie's taking it so seriously and shit, right? So it's
Okay.
being all serious and shit, and all of a sudden he just turns down, like the camera pans down to that thing.
Oh, what are they called? The
I forget what it is.
Newton balls?
Oh, that, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That, It's very much a me thing where I'm just like, what was the point of that? Like he just points down.
Oh, are you talking about like? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Remember that scene where like, are they clinking?
They're
Yes.
clink, like
They're
he's
clinking, and like he's looking down, right? And then the camera pans down, and it shows his reflection of his eyes.
Oh no, I'm talking about the beginning when he starts it, the clinking, like when he actually that scene, that part of the movie. I just thought it was funny because I'm just like, what was the point of like you were being serious, and I just found it funny. And I'm just like, it's very much just a me thing. I'm just like, what the fuck? You know, it's random. It's just a me thing, bro. Yeah, that's why I was laughing.
We're like, wait, why is he laughing right now? Like,
No, that's because nothing funny actually happened. It's just something like it's me personally.
it's like a generic.
It's like generic cliche, like let me clink him to signify like something like
like go time.
like go time, yeah, that type shit. And I was like, oh, what the fuck?
I would
That
do the
was
same
fun.
thing.
Hold on, bitch. Now it's serious time.
All right. Is it go
Hop, I
time?
gotta
Hold on.
Hop, I gotta talk to you something seriously. Hold on.
Hold on. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like that. That's perfectly.
Now what is it?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, it's go time, right?
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
For me, right? For Hop.
Hey,
Hey man, it's go time.
Oh,
right?
no, please.
I started putting some pictures like on the like the mug
What?
shots.
Whoa, my
I started
God.
putting the mug shots on
I
the
swear
wall.
to God.
Where I'm pinning them. I'm putting I'm connecting the dots. Alright,
Okay.
it's go time. I open a Mountain Dew. A can of Mountain Dew. I don't even drink it. I just open that shit.
I just like the sound. I just like the fucking sound.
It's go time. And I start shooting people like the gun range. It's the fuck? You're gonna drink that? There's a scene of me.
You have a holster for it.
Yo, Javi's at the gun
He has
range.
a holster for it.
Javi is at the gun range, bro. He finishes unloading the mag, right? He puts the gun down, takes a bite of an egg roll.
What the fuck?
Alright.
Now we roll it.
Now we roll it.
Hold on. Now we roll it.
I think the other guy snapped in half.
Yeah, there
Just
you
rip it
go.
in half. There's a scene of me walking down the street. There's a poor guy, like a homeless guy, "Hey, spare like you're gonna eat that?"
It's just
no.
no. Listen, you go spare of change, and it's a shot, right, of the old man holding it. It's a shot like this, so like
So
you
top
see the
down?
inside of,
Yeah.
the cup, and you just see the egg roll
Go
fall
in.
Yeah, it's like have fun with that.
Enjoy.
He's like, I asked for change. Shut up, bitch.
Don't you see I'm
I
mourning?
used my change to buy
Don't
that.
you see I'm mourning? Oh, now I remembered. I open another Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
He has a holster for it. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's funny too.
He has a holster for it. Every time he opens it, and
It's refrigerated holster too, so it's always cold.
But yeah. so yeah, that shit. I mean, the fight. One of the cool. We got the staircase fight scene. That shit was pretty. I mean,
Dude, I hope that doesn't start becoming a thing in every action movie, man. Where the staircase starts to become a cliche you see in every movie.
Or what? Not even like the drifting, right? Where he's like drifting in circles, shooting motherfuckers. Like
That's
John Wick.
true, bro.
That was some John Wick shit.
Yeah,
Some
both
John Wick
stairs and
shit. I mean, that was cool, I guess, right? And then what's up with the with the gang member, like the motherfucker trying to kill, like having a prom. That is like
I don't know, bro. That
like
shit
what was the whole
so-
point of that?
dude, it
and I was
so-
telling you how
there's
they
no
were slow.
point.
He was like slow dancing with his chick, and there was like dubstep music playing. They're slow dancing, and it's like dubstep, like music
Yeah,
playing.
bro.
Like, what the fuck's going
It's all
on?
this bullshit.
Bro.
Dude, me and Hector, we started laughing.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Because they're both drugged out. They're both
Yeah.
injecting. I'm assuming it's like heroin or
probably
some
heroin.
shit.
Yeah, probably
They're
heroin.
they're shooting up heroin, bro, and they're slow dancing to dubstep, bro. Me and Hector start laughing, bro, because I'm like, bro, his homies are dying downstairs. And he's having a whole prom.
He's having a whole prom night, bro.
No, it's funny that
He was in
no,
juvie
bro.
for his
After
prom.
that
He's like, fuck
scene,
it, I
dude.
gotta recreate it.
After that scene, we see the girl shoot up him and Brian.
That shit was funny, bro.
I'm just like, bro, aren't you on drugs?
That shit was
How the
funny.
fuck
when
are you even
when got
standing
that
right
gun.
now?
Yeah, she was like spraying them down.
I'm like, you're on
No,
drugs.
what's stupid as fuck is like she's like unloading it, right?
Uh-huh.
And then she's trying to reload, and the guys are still not peeking. But then
No,
the
they
next
got
time
hit.
she starts-
I think they got hit. That's
No,
why.
no. The first time she's shooting them, right? They're in cover, and then when she's reloading, they get just shows a shot of her reloading, and they still don't peek out until
She starts shooting again.
she starts shooting again. That's when they peek out. I was like, what are you doing?
my thing was, if he had the gun to her head, why didn't he shoot her?
Because she's a girl. I'm assuming. And
That, but, like,
maybe he thinks like she's a hostage. They have her trapped here or some shit like that.
Well, yeah, because don't you remember in that one scene where like he has like that that crazy telescope camera,
Yeah.
and like
Bro,
she sees,
oh my god,
and she,
the lens on that shit's worth like 5,000.
yeah, right. That's just
That's another
crazy.
flaw. Where the fuck is he getting all this money?
Wasn't he like a construction worker? Like,
cares?
something?
But even after that, it's like, bro,
Who
you were
cares?
clearly.
Who cares?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He
just
probably got
needed it.
he got an emergency fund.
Maybe.
You see how we're like making up scenarios? That's the movie's way of telling you it doesn't matter.
He just got
does.
the money, man. He just got
does.
but that scene where like he has that camera lens, like he looks at that girl, and like it looks like he was about to like get raped or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then he sees her again, in that like when
Grocery
he had the
store?
first chance of killing the guy, and then she pours that like slushy on him or something, and he notices her bruise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that's what I thought. When
Yeah,
I was
he notices her bruises, so he thinks like, oh, she's a victim, so that's why he
didn't pull the
kill-
trigger.
Yeah, you know. And look what happened, bro. That
Can't
bitch,
trust bitches, bro.
that bitch fucking killed fucking Kid Cudi, bro. Shot her, shot him in the fucking
no
guts,
more
bro.
music, man.
Day and night, more like it's nighttime for you.
More like it's a silent.
No
night.
day. No day
Saturday
and
night
night.
for
It's
you,
more
man.
like night for you, motherfucker.
Night, bro. And yeah, man, but eventually he does kill her, man. Shoots
Yeah.
her in the fucking dome, bro.
Yep.
Shoots her twice and shoot her in the dome, bro. And then we get the final boss fight. And
Which is I don't. It's
the final
Okay.
boss fight. The dude just points a shotgun. No, he doesn't have a shotgun.
no, he
does
has a gun.
He had his pistol. He doesn't even shoot him for whatever reason. But the Mexican gangster guy, right, just starts unloading his ass with his dual wields, and I don't know why he wasn't shooting back. I don't know what the fuck was
either,
going
bro.
on, but he ends up dying, man. He ends up dying for his fucking. Well, first before he ends up dying, right? At least we assume. Motherfucker finally chokes him out and he kills him, and then I guess he got that revenge. And like I said, even with that whole even though he got him, it didn't feel satisfying. You know what I mean? It didn't feel satisfying like if it was like John Wick, like with the first John Wick movie where he kills that fucking the son. That shit, even though that wasn't the end of the movie, but that shit felt satisfying. Yeah, it didn't feel that way with this movie at the end, and then he just lays there, and then Kid Cudi, like some motherfucker he barely knew, just laying there with him, dies with him.
That's what I'm saying.
They just stare. They just stare. At the
And you don't
ceiling.
feel that because Kid Cudi's character was written
Yeah,
poorly.
and
That's
it's
what I'm
just like
saying.
it's just, and that's how it ends, man. It's just.
I like how the movie ends with the note.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
I like the
I
note.
like that. That was cool.
That was cool.
Because he.
I like that he set up the train around the kid's grave.
around the kid's grave. Yeah,
I like that shit too.
I thought he was just gonna leave it there, like the GIF.
Me
You know what I
too.
mean? He was
That's
just
what
gonna
I
leave it
thought
there.
too. I was like, that's
in my
weird.
head, I'm just thinking like, oh, dude, someone's gonna take that shit. Like if I did that in real life, like if I left the present in real life somewhere,
That's
like
funny.
someone might take
Yeah.
that shit. But no, he sets up the little train and shit. I mean, even then, somebody might take that. I'll take that shit. I'll take that. Yo, just train right there, man. No, but yeah, then the mom, and so the mom ends up visiting her son's grave and reads that letter that he left for her, just explaining, saying, "Yo, I'm sorry for being the way that I was. I appreciate you still loving me after all this time, and hopefully I can make this up to you. Just, generic type of stuff, but it was definitely heartfelt. I was like, dang. And that's all we know, man. We assume that he's dead, and that's Silent Night no more, or Brian no more. And just, I don't know, man. I mean, I was gonna say, like, what else can we mention about action sequences, but there's not that many.
That's literally it.
So memorable, yeah. The only memorable moments is that staircase. I would say the John Wick driving shootout thing, and
Yeah.
that's the action, Hav. Unless am I missing?
I mean, the only other action was what
That was cool.
Was what Hector was doing. I mean, during the
my
movie.
Oh my god, bro.
This motherfucker, dude. No,
Weird.
no. With that being said, listen, that's it, bro. That's it. We're gonna have to end it right there, bro. That's pretty much the entire fucking. That's pretty much the entire review, guys. What do you guys think? Like, I guess clearly we're a mixed bag yet again. The last time it was the Hunger Games. We'll have Mario and we agree, and then have the likes and everything. So what do you guys think in the comments? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? What's if you guys did like it, why? Explain why, and then if you didn't, explain why. Let us know, guys. But with that being said, guys, that's gonna be the end for our spoiler review for A Silent Night. And once again, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.
Peace.
See ya.